Okay, so you cannot find CY. Never mind. So okay, so let's go through this. Um, try it 7. Sorry, try it 8. Okay, so please take note. Try to. Okay, so first of all, I need to expand the sine 2x. So the sine 2x, I can quickly just write down this as 2 sine x cosine x minus sine x. So this is easy. Thereafter, what you need to do is just factorize the sine x out. So you're left with 2 cosine x minus 1 equate to 0. Okay. Oops, wait. I got only 15%. Wait. Just hold on. Where is my... Okay. Sorry, okay, let's go through this. So this is 11.4 for those who have just come in, double angle formula. We are going through the homework section right now. Okay, so this is so you have product rule, zero product rule. So you have sine x equal to 0 or cosine x equal to half. Okay, I think you can do the manipulation right on your own. So when is x equal to 0? So sorry, when is sine x equal to 0? So based on your sine curve, you know that it's at 3 places. Can you see these 3 places that I have pointed out? Okay, so it's 0. Okay, is this in radian or is it angle? This question, radian. Okay, so 0, then pi and 2 pi. Okay, and cosine half. Your alpha should be cosine inverse half. Basic angle is equal to pi over 3. Okay, so when is it positive? When is cosine x positive? Cosine x is positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. So the first quadrant is pi over 3. Okay, and the second quadrant, okay, is 2 pi minus alpha. So you get pi over 3 and you have 2 pi minus pi over 3, which is equal to pi over 3 comma, this should be 6 minus 1 is 5 pi over 6. Sorry, 5 pi over 3. Then you need to rewrite the whole thing. So the final answer, hence x is equal to 0 pi over 3 first, then pi, then 5 pi over 3, then followed by 2 pi. So this is your full-fledged of answer. Are you all clear? Of course, you must always remember to check this answer by putting it back to see whether is it still valid or not. Okay, the validity must always be checked. Clear? Guys, can I get some response? Have you all, who has done this? You got it correct? Anybody got it wrong? Who have tried and got it wrong? You got any other questions to ask? So if you notice, it's always you take out the common factor out, then you do the zero product rule, assuming that you the right hand side is always equated to 0. Wow, Fazil is here. Fazil, you have been missing quite a few sessions. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, I don't have enough space already, so try to squeeze in. So cosine 2x equal to 1 minus 3 sine x. So if you notice, what should I convert these to? You got three options, right? Cosine 2x, you have three options to change to. So which option would you prefer, guys? Is it cosine square minus sine square x? Or is it 2 cosine squared minus 1? Or is it 1 minus 2 sine squared x?
1 minus 2 sine square.
Why? Why did you make that decision?
Form quadratic.
Very good. Because it will become quadratic eventually. And having it in the same context, that means either all cosine or all sine would be more beneficial here. Okay, so you can let your sine x be y, something like that. Okay, but before that you need to simplify these. So when you simplify, I make this all positive. I always like to have my x square positive. The 1 and 1 will cancel off each other, and so you can bring this over. So it's minus 3 sine x equal to 0. Can? So far good? Can you get this part? Anyone confused? This one and this one will cancel off, right? Because 1 and minus 1, when you bring over, then I bring this over to this side, lor. Because I want to make my sine squared positive, can? Okay. So here the common factor is sine x. So I can again take out the sine x out. Left 2 sine x minus 3 equal to 0. And this would formulate as sine x equal to 0, which is what you have learned before. So x is equal to 0, pi, 2 pi. Okay. Or sine x is equal to 3 over 2. Now, guys, is this valid or not? Is this valid?
No.
Why not? What makes you think, even without using a calculator, you should be able to tell me that this is not valid? Why? Because what, guys? Sine x is between what and what?
First and second quadrant.
Okay, you are right. You're not wrong. But in terms of ratio, this is a ratio, right? The ratio must be between what? 1 and negative 1 lah. You remember this? Where the highest value is 1, the lowest value is negative 1 lah. Understand? Are you guys getting this thing? Are you able to connect with this idea or not?
Is it
So
because
anything,
it's more than one?
yeah, because if this is 3 over 2, it's 1.5. But 1.5, will it cut my sine curve or not? It will not cut, right? Will not cut. If it doesn't cut or doesn't intersect my sine curve, then I don't have any values of x. Are you with me? So for this, it is not valid lah. That's why it's rejected. Can guys, are y'all clear beyond any doubts? Like, can or not?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so can. So can we move on to the next one? I don't have space here, so I'm going to take up some space from the top. Okay, sorry. So you have tangent x over 2 equal to sine x. Okay, now over here, what do you think you should use? It's half angle here. What can you use? Or what should you use? Oops. Hmm? Guys, can I have some people answering me? How about Zijian? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, what should I use here? Tangent x over 2. So should I use tangent, the double angle for tangent? Would it help me? Do you think it will help me?
No.
Why no? You're right, but why no?
Because the other
Because,
side is
sorry?
because the other side is sine x.
Very good. Okay, that's a good observation, because here he got sine also. So even if I convert to the double angle formula, right? Okay, I'll still have the tangent and tangent squared x. You get the idea or not? And then I still need to manipulate that, which is even far more difficult. So I would suggest that you break this up into sine x over 2 and cosine x over 2. Why kid? Why kid? Don't tell me you just woke up. Okay. The rest of y'all, do you know how we can convert the sine x over 2 and cosine x over 2? Using what? Using the Qifeng? Want to try? Or Karin? You want to try? What should we convert this half angle to? Using what? Which double angle should we use? Guys? Wow, total silence. Am I muted or what? Oh no, I'm not muted. What? Okay. Any suggestion? Anything? Guys, you need to think. I can always give you the answers, but it's good that you try. Who can try? Who wants to try? Hansel, Akilan, don't be so passive, please.
Cosine 2a equals to 1
Well,
minus 2 sine
yep,
squared.
yep. Who's that?
Reaching.
Reaching, very good, very good. Okay, so you have to make use of the double angle formula for cosine. Okay, this one I've already gone through before. So let me just rewrite over here. So what is sine x over 2? So sine x over 2 is actually 2 sine x over 2 over uh wait, just give me a minute. No. Wait. Yeah, wait, let me do another one that is a bit more simpler. Okay, we do the other way around. Okay, just give me a minute. So what we'll do is to make this easier, right? We don't convert this and this. Okay, we don't convert, but we try to convert this. So we can convert this by using the double angle formula. So that will give me sine x over 2 over cosine x over 2. So this one on the left hand side remains the same, except this one. This one now will change to sine x over 2 cosine x over 2. Anyone cannot follow this? Raise your hands, or if you, yeah, I'll just annotate over here. Let me make it disappearing. Hope it disappears. Okay. So you got sine 2a, correct or not? Okay, so the sine 2a can be represented with the a being x over 2. Okay, let me just clear this. Okay, um, sine 2x over 2. Can you see this? This is actually equal to 2 sine x over 2 cosine x over 2. Do you understand this portion here? This is what I'm doing here. I'm converting the sine x into sine x over 2 cosine x over 2. You will understand shortly why did I do this way. Because this is one way to simplify the whole equation lah. Are you all clear with that? Can I move on? Okay, I need to erase this off. So you understand this portion or not, guys? How I get my x
Yeah.
over... Okay, good. So let me... Sorry, I have to erase this. Not enough space. Okay. So what I can do is I can cancel this and this off. I don't know whether you can, but let's not cancel. We just bring it over first. Okay. Because if you cancel, then you miss out one important factor. So I bring the cosine x over. Understand? Can? Can I understand or not, guys?
Yeah.
This one I bring over here become cosine squared. Okay. So now I bring this over. Can? So it become minus. Okay, it's a bit long, so I need to take here sine x over 2 cosine squared x over 2 minus sine x over 2 equal to 0. So I take out the sine x over 2 out. So I'm left with 2 cosine squared x over 2 minus 1 equal to 0. Can? So far, okay? Then, based on the zero product rule, I have sine x over 2 equal to 0, or this one I try to simplify. So I bring the 1 over, the half over, then become square root plus minus equal to cosine x. Can? So far, so good. Can understand? Guys, use half angle formula. Okay. So far, so good. Can?
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, uh, your half angle, right? Your half angle will give you 90 degrees. So, um, sorry, um, when is it 0? So at 0 at 3 portions. Okay, so but this is only half. So your range is limited to only pi. So, um, so you can only write this. You cannot write 2 pi. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you know why I didn't write 2 pi as well? If you notice over here, right, we take it as 0 pi and 2 pi for x. But why is it that here we only take as 0 and pi only, not 2 pi? This go back to your earlier understanding, because your x is bounded by 0 to 2 pi, but now it's x over 2. So when I make the range x over 2, it becomes 0 to pi only. Understand? The range is being shortened. Are you guys with me? Please respond. Who don't understand or who understand? Any questions here? Do you know why the range is 0 to pi and not 0 to 2 pi? Or
Yeah.
faster? Yeah, okay. Only see why. Okay. Okay, I hope you understand now. So x is equal to 0 and 2 pi. Okay. And of course, this one, the cosine x, because got plus and minus, right? So it has all 4 quadrants. Okay. It has all 4 quadrants. But again, it is limited by what? Sorry, I forgot to write this. My mistake. Pi, sorry, x over 2. But then again here, it is limited to only what? 2 quadrants only. Correct or not? Because it's 0 to pi only. The range is being shortened to 0 to pi. So you cannot have all 4 quadrants, but you can have the first 2 quadrants. So you just take the values of the first 2 quadrants. The first 2 quadrant is pi over 4. Okay. And pi minus pi over 4 is 3/4 pi over 4. Okay. So x is equal to pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. So the final answer 0 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, followed by 2 pi. This is your answer. So far, okay, guys? Okay. Can I move on? Okay, good, Okay. Um, if you don't understand, it's fine, but please do ask me questions, Okay, all this done. Got any more homework? Oh, there's one more, but not enough space. Okay, A and the whole of A is being taken. Okay, then we'll just do one last question here, the additional try it question. Okay, I'll just erase this off. Okay, this was the answer for try it 8. Okay, so let's erase this off. Okay, those who have not finished, please try doing this. The B part, A part is already being solved, right? Just give me a minute to erase all these things here. Okay, so let's do B. You have 2 cosine 2x plus 3 sine x minus 2, like what you have done previously. The objective is to make it quadratic here. So you have to choose 1 minus 2 sine squared x so that it becomes quadratic. Okay, so this is 2 minus 4 sine squared x plus 3 sine x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so the 2 and 2 will cancel off each other. Okay, so you're left with this. So you can get rid of the minus as well, times minus throughout. So you get this end of the day. And you can take out your sine x out. So left 4 sine x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so sine x is equal to 0. Or you can have sine x equal to 3/4. Okay. Uh, mm, okay, someone can help me. So x can be 0, 180 and 360 because it's all degree, yeah. So what is alpha here? Mm, 48.6. So, and this is positive, positive ratio. So if it's positive ratio, then it belongs to first quadrant and second quadrant. So x is equal to 48.6 or minus 180, 131.4 degrees. So hence x is equal to 0, 48.6. You have 131.4 and 180 and 360. Okay, and that's it. So this sums up our 11.4, and now we can begin with 11.5, which is your R formula. Okay, guys, can we move on? Okay, guys, are we ready?
Yeah.
Can follow or not? Richie, Xuan Yi,
Yeah.
okay, Zach,
Yeah.
White Kid,
Yeah.
okay, so we shall now move on. That's it. How come? Okay, guys, do you have your 11.5 with you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this notes ends on page number 23. So can we move on to, wait, let me save this first. Then I can send you this in case you need to. Okay, saved. Okay, 11.5, you know, uh, mm, 11.5. Okay, I think I need to make it PDF file. Wait, let me make it into a PDF file. Print. Mm, okay, browse. Okay. Okay. Um, mm, mm. Let me share the screen with you. 11.5, where is it? Should be this one. Okay, are you able to see my 11.5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so guys, 11.5 is an extension of your additional formula, addition of angles. Okay, so it's nothing different. So I just want to bring your attention to maybe let me tell you how this whole thing came about. Okay, let's start from the beginning lah. So for example, if you have this 2 cosine theta plus 30 degrees, how would you expand? You still remember or not? So this is 2 cosine. What's the formula for addition of? So you should have cosine theta, cosine 30. Because this is a plus, so it will become a minus here. It will change sign, right? Then you have sine theta and sine 30. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, this is not related to 1A question. I'm just giving you an introduction to R formula. So, you know what is this? Do you know what is this? Must convert lah. So this becomes square root 3 over 2 cosine theta minus half sine theta. There is still a 2 outside. And when I times these 2 inside, I'll get this. Understand? This is what we have been teaching you, correct or not, so far? How to get from here to here, right? But now the R formula will help you to get from here to here. This is the R formulae. And this one is your addition formula. Do you understand? It's just like your expansion and factorization lah. Okay, can are you with me? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, please respond. Okay. Okay, so this is it, and so we shall just begin. So, uh, our objective now is what if you are given this? Please write whatever I'm writing here in a piece of paper. Do not write on the 1A itself. Okay, then we might not have enough space. Can Okay, so this one, let's say I have this. How do I know that this belongs to cosine or whether it's belong to sine? So the trick is this. The trick is to look at this. Okay, I can't highlight. Wait. I need to look at this. The trick is to look at this. Okay. So if you start with cosine, then usually your formula will also start with cosine. Are you okay with me? Can? Okay. And you have a theta here. Okay. And you have, because this is cosine, right? Whatever you happen to have here, since this is minus, right? This will become plus. Can? And of course, usually there'll be a theta here, lah. I mean the angle. So let this be alpha. Let this be alpha. Can? And the one in front is your R. So that's how the R formula came about, lah. So these are the crucial things. R, alpha, okay, whether it's positive or negative depends on whether the thing is sine or cosine, and then you follow suit lah. Okay, now what we'll be dealing with here is this. If you notice, for this thing here, what is this, guys? This is sine theta, this is cosine theta, right? Okay, so how can I get the angle alpha? Okay, the angle alpha is tangent alpha, okay, is equal to b over a. That's the formula, but I just want to tell you how we get this. Okay, this is based on whatever that I've just highlighted here. Can you see the sine theta over cosine theta? What is sine theta, guys? Can you see this as half over what is this? Square root 3 over 2. So you get this as tangent theta equal to 1/3, 1 square root 3. And here, you can get your theta as 30 degrees. Can you see that we are going back to what? Can you look at this? This is 30 degrees, correct or not? So I can replace the alpha now with 30. I can replace the alpha by 30. So this is a bit hard to understand, but hope you can follow me. So it's a reverse engineering, okay, from what you have, okay, you make sense of it, and then you get the numbers. Can so far okay? So this is very important, something that you must know. Besides this, okay, all the bubble wrap is all very important. So how do I get my R? The R is actually your radius lah. So basically, since you know your A and B, A squared plus B squared will give me my R. Okay, it's a long shot, but hope you can just okay, try to assume that it's a circle with A and B like this, where this is your R, this is your A, this is your B. So tangent is actually B over A. Can you see that or not? Tangent theta, like that. Alpha, this is B, this is A. So tangent alpha is actually B over A. And of course, how do I get tangent? Is sine theta over cosine theta lah. Can so far okay? Don't worry, I'll teach you how to work out the 1A problem sum lah. Okay, but this is how it goes around. Okay, can guys, can I get some feedback? Okay, so this is square root 3 over 2 plus you square this and half you square whole thing square root, you will eventually get 2. And that's how you get to this 2 here. This is your R. This is your alpha. Can you see how everything groups together and consolidate over here? Take a picture of this because I'm going to erase this off. Can? Have you taken a picture already? Can I move on? Can I go to 1A example?
Yeah.
Okay, can I? Okay, so let me erase this off. So let's look at 1a. Okay, does it start with cosine or sine? Hello, guys, are you all there? Alive?
Yes.
Yep. So does it begin with sorry, does it start with cosine or sine?
Sine.
Sine, yep. So since it starts with sine, so as I mentioned before, you can, oops, sorry, just give me a minute, huh? Okay, so since it starts with sine, okay, I can use this, okay? So let's reiterate, okay? Let's go back. So 4 sine theta plus cosine theta. And you need to convert this into a single trigonometric term. So basically what I'm going to convert this to, I'm going to convert this to r sine theta plus alpha. Okay, let me just tell you again. Why did I choose sine? It's because of this. Understand? Point number one. Then whether this becomes plus or minus depends on the next one. Because it's sine, when this is plus, that must also be plus. So that goes without saying. Clear? Not clear. This is the first two steps. Wei Ching,
Yeah,
Wei Ching, can you explain to me why did I choose this the R formula as sine and not cosine?
because it starts with sine.
Yeah, because it starts with sine. Okay. Now, next step. Okay, that's step number one. This is a step number one. Now, step number two is to identify what is your B and A. Can you see this is your A, this is your B. Can? Okay, so that becomes your B. So B is equal to 1 and A is equal to 4. Can? Cannot? This is a second step, guys. First step is this one. First step is this. This is the second step. Third step is to find your R. What is your R? 4 squared plus 1 squared lah. It's Pythagoras theorem. So this is 16, 17, so square root 17. Now, please leave it in third form. Leave it in third form. Can I? Leave it in third form. Okay, next. Number 4. Tangent alpha. What is tangent alpha? Tangent alpha is B over A, so it's 1/4. Okay, find what is alpha. What is alpha? Tangent inverse 1/4. Mm, tangent inverse 1/4. 14.0 degrees because it's one decimal place. Can? And that's it. We are almost done. We are almost done. So what is the next step, guys? To put all these numbers, the R, the alpha, back into the thing. Okay, so you rewrite this. So 4 sine theta plus cosine theta is equal to square root 17 sine theta plus 14.0, and that's it. Are you all clear? Just run through in your mind the first 4 steps. What's the first step? Can you all please say a bit louder? Can I hear you saying it? What's the first step? Akilan? Akilan? Are you sleeping?
No.
Then can I see your face, please? Can you turn on your camera?
Okay.
Okay, can you answer me? What is the first step?
Uh,
What is the first step? Anyone can help him? Why kid or Zara? Guys, are you following or not able to follow? Ryan? Hey guys. Hello? Guys, are you there?
Yeah.
Who
What's
was
the
it?
question?
The question is simple. What is the there are 4 steps here, right? Can you tell me what's the very first step? Okay, let me repeat again. Okay, so do you know what are we doing here? We are converting this thing here into a single trigonometric term using the addition formula. That is the whole thing about R-formula. That's the whole idea. Okay, of course, there's some application part to it, but this is how we convert. So I've already shown you earlier how you can, from addition formula, you can come to um, the answer, right? You can simplify it, but going backwards is what we call as the R formula. So you're doing the reverse, finding what angle plus what angle will give me this combination, 4 sine theta plus cosine theta. Are you with me? Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is identify first what R formula to use, right? I mean, is it the sine or is it the cosine? Okay, so that is based on the first thing that you identify here. Now, if you start with cosine, then it should be cosine formula already, the cosine addition formula. But since this is sine, that's why I choose this as sine as well. Second, since this is sine and this is plus, this should also be a plus based on this. Can you see or not? Okay, so if this is plus minus, then it's also plus minus. But if you choose cosine, then the minus here will become plus, the plus here will become minus. It's always the opposite, isn't it? Okay, if you still don't understand, then I do this for you. Okay, so this is cosine theta, cosine alpha minus plus sine theta sine alpha. Do you understand this portion or not? This is addition formula lah, correct? The same for this also. Then it's sine theta cosine alpha plus minus cosine theta sine alpha. Who don't understand this part? Can so far okay, right? So this is exactly what we are applying here lah. Just that all your cosine alpha and sine alpha is missing. Can you imagine that or not? So what is this? Okay, let's take cosine first. So this is what? This is actually your, can you see from here? This is your sine alpha. What is this? This is your cosine alpha. So sine alpha over cosine alpha will give me this. Do you agree or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you can see the relationship. Now, how about your, sorry, how about sine? So do you notice here, this one is again your sine alpha. This is your cosine alpha. Look at your sine. This is for this. This is for this. You need to compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. Yeah. Okay. Then can we just do a few more examples here? Okay, just keep this at the back of your mind. Let's do this. Now you have cosine here. Okay, you have cosine. So what is cosine? You're starting with cosine. So should it be cosine addition formula or sine addition formula, guys?
Cosine.
Exactly. So that's what I'm getting at. So the first step is to identify. So 3 cosine theta minus 7 sine theta should give you r cosine theta and alpha. But this is negative. For cosine, it will be opposite, right? So it should be positive lah. Understand to understand? This is the very first step. Do you get this portion or not?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. Okay, look at this. You got this one. Correct or not? What is the first thing that you see here? Sine, right? So what should this become? 5 sine x plus cosine x is equal to r.
Sine.
Very good. Theta. Is it plus or minus?
Plus.
Plus.
Plus. Very good. Why is it plus? Because it is sine. Whatever is plus here should also be a plus there also. Just copy and paste. Not that difficult, isn't it? First, you need to identify. Okay, let's go through this. It's the same. Eh? No more. Alamak, so few examples here. Okay, okay, I give you my own. Okay, can you please? Okay, can you do for me these two right now? Just tell me what is that equal to. R, just the R formula. What should you look at first? What is this, guys?
Cosine.
Cosine. So what formula should I use? Cosine or sine?
Cosine.
Cosine.
Cosine addition formula. Now, is this going to be a plus or minus, guys?
Plus.
Very good. Because it's cosine, right? You have to take the opposite. So how about this one? It's again cosine, right? So you take r cosine. But because now this is plus, this one become minus. Is it difficult, guys? Actually, R formula is very, very easy if you know how to apply it, lah. You just need to identify only. Okay? Cannot? Am I too fast? Uh, okay, so we shall just carry on. Sorry. Are we on time? What's the time? What time do I finish? 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Lama, I need to rush a bit. Can? You don't mind, guys? Okay, so okay, we will do B first. There's this part that I've not done yet. Okay, I'll go through in a while. What do you have after this? 12 o'clock. Is your day packed?
After this is physics.
After this is physics. Is
Yeah.
it synchronous or asynchronous?
Synchronous.
Synchronous also.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then can we do 1B quickly? Please, got only 15 minutes. Okay, so let's do this quickly. Okay, let me erase this off. Okay. How about B? Can we do B quickly? Can you tell me what is R, what is alpha, blah blah blah? Come. So what is your A and B, guys? That's your number 2, right? What is your A and B? This is always your B, this is always your A. So tell me, guys. 7, 7, A. Alamak, what am I doing? Can? Guys? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, what is R? A squared plus B squared will give me what? 3 squared plus 7 squared?
Square root of 58.
9. Thank you. Oh, that's a fast response. Thank you. So next one is tangent alpha is equal to B over A. If you notice, I don't care about the sign here. You know why or not, guys? Whether B or A is negative or positive, I don't care. You know why or not? Because alpha is always what?
Positive.
Yeah, acute angle lah. So you should just concentrate on the positive. Just B over A, the absolute value is good enough. So tangent inverse, this one someone help me find the answer. Tangent 7 over 3 is what?
66.8.
66.8 degrees. Okay, so the final part is to consolidate all the things that you have done. So is square root 58 cosine theta plus 66.8 degrees. Can? So far okay? Whatever we are doing, we are only doing part 1 only. Just take note, please. And part 1, this coming out with this is maximum 2 marks only. Or 3 marks lah. 3 marks maximum. But usually it's just 2 only. Yeah. Okay, guys. Can I move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is application. Please put a asterisk sign here. These are the application part lah. That means, sorry, application as in not the real life context application, but application to problem sum where you need to solve. Can? So let me just show you. So basically, what is the R value here? Guys, come quick. So what is this equal to? What's the R value? 5. So, you know, usually what I'll do is this. I'll just put, this is an invisible one. So I just do like that. Okay, it's fast. And tangent theta plus, this is the alpha, right? Which is basically your tangent inverse 1 over 5. I put this as square bracket better. So it's like all in one lah. So you got 25, 26, square root 26, sine. Can you tell me what is the tangent inverse 1 over 5 plus 11.3? Yeah, because of interest of time, that's why I'm putting it all like that. It's good to show like what I've shown earlier. Okay. So once this is done, right, the rest is all easy. So in place of 5 sine x plus cosine x, right, you write like that. And then this is equal to 3. So how do I carry on from here? Easy. Bring this over. This is times, right? So it becomes 3 square root 26 sine theta plus 11.3. Then you find your basic angle. Basic angle is 3 square root 26. Can? Sine inverse 3 over square root 26 is 36.0 degrees. Okay. Now, since this is positive ratio, positive sign ratio, so it belongs to the first quadrant and second quadrant lah. Okay, so basically it is theta plus 11.3. Okay, and usually you get this. At this point in time, okay, please write here, always check the range. This one I'll get back to you again. Okay, but here you don't need to check the range because I know you don't need to lah. Okay, but you must always check your range because your theta is being changed. So your boundary will be different. But here it's not so. So you have your first and second. So this is the first one, and second one is 180 minus 36. Okay, so you get 36 and 143.96, so it's 44 lah. Okay, so theta plus 11.3, so theta is equal to 36 minus 11.3. Okay, guys, that's it, done. Can so far okay? Can guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so take reference from here. Okay, so we will quickly now do 2b as well, but 2b is the same thing, so you can try doing this. Okay, I think it's very similar to 2a. So you can take this as homework. If we have the time, I'll do this with you. Okay, now let's go back to the first part, 1a. Okay, now do you see this part here? We talk about minimum, maximum, guys. Now, the another good thing about the R value is that you'll know what is the minimum range and what's the maximum range. So what encompasses the whole thing. Okay, so I need you to write this over here, which is actually quite simple. Okay, so you know that sine theta is between 1 and -1, correct or not? Agree, guys? Are you with me? So the same
Yeah.
thing goes for, so if you notice, I try to put in one by one. This will still also be between 1 and -1. Now I include the square root 17 also. But here when I add the square root 17, when I multiply, right, I'll now have negative and a positive numbers here. Can you check this? So I multiply this and this because of the inclusion of this. So this will become your minimum value. This will become your maximum value. Understand or understand? Don't worry, guys. I'll go through this again on the 8th of November. We have another 2 more periods right there. I'll run through this again, okay, with a bit more practice and 11.6 textbook questions also. But can you gather this or not, guys? Minimum, maximum value, can or not?
Yeah.
Okay, let's practice this for 1B. What would be the minimum, maximum value? The same question, I'm asking you what's the minimum, maximum value. So I change my color. So this is cosine, right? So what envelopes cosine? 1 and -1 also, right? If you notice, it's always 1 and -1. So what will happen to this if I add still the same? No change. But something changes when I times the square root 58. What will be my new values, guys? Do you get this? So this is your minimum value. This is your maximum value. I mean, basically, this is what you need to find lah. Are you with me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so we are down to the last part. Sorry, give you all some minute to copy down this. Okay, the last part I think I'll go through on the 8th of November lah. Okay, but just to let you know which part I need to go through. Which part are we left with? So the one of the last part is this, guys. Do you see this corresponding value of theta? You already found the minimum maximum value, but you need to find the corresponding values of the minimum maximum value. You know the R value, the minimum maximum, but you need to know the theta value as well, so that it tells you at this particular angle you get the maximum value. At this particular angle you get your minimum value. Understand? This one I'll go through on the 8th. But I think this is good enough for today lah. Okay. just go and practice. There are a few more examples in your textbook. Please run through the examples. Okay. What are the examples that you can look at? Okay. So guys, I need your help. Okay, if you can, uh, look through example 19 and then do the try it 19. Okay. Is there another one more? Example 20. Then look at example 20. These two examples good enough. Can? Okay, so that's it, guys. I know it's quite a lot of information, but it will get easier lah. You have crossed the difficult path already. We have crossed almost more than 3/4 of the bridge. Left only 1/4, which is the real life context questions lah. Okay, can? Okay, so I shall stop here. Okay, shall also stop my recording.